In this video, I'm going to show you how to generate a new title block from the templates that are already stored within the program application. I'm going to go to under Families here, and I'm going to open an existing title block. I've decided to use this 17 by 22 inch sheet as the size for my project. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to open it. Now, I'm not going to change the template that's provided. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to save it and give it a new name. So I'll just call it 17 by 22 and I'll click on Save. So now I can make changes to this existing template. For example, I'll eliminate some of the content that's not necessary. Zoom in closer here. For the purposes of my project, I won't need all of this information about consultants, so I'm clicking on them and pressing delete to eliminate them. And I'll eliminate some of the other text. Now, a number of these labels will be edited once the sheet is brought into the project. There's, again, still a number of these that maybe are not necessary for my project, so I'm going to eliminate them. So you can see you can erase content and you can modify line work. You can add images. If you have a logo or an image of the file that you'd like to add, you could put it here. I'm not going to have a client for this project. This will be, so I can eliminate this. And a project number won't be necessary either. I will maintain the date and some of the other content. At this point, it's ready to go. Just make note that if you want to insert other kinds of labels, you would go to the Create ribbon and select Label. And once there, you'll get a number of options for adding various text components to the file. Once you've made all the changes, you can save the file and close it. And then go ahead and open up your project. Right, once you're in the project, if you go to View and select Sheet, you can look for the file that you just modified and load that into your drawing. Okay, I already had one in, so I'm getting that message. Then click on that file and say OK. Now, some of the content here can be edited if you go to the Manage ribbon and you click on Project Information. I could change some of the content, including the project name, for example. I could call that House, and I should see that it's renamed it within the title block. And there are other bits of data that you can also edit. Then you're ready to load some of the drawings into that sheet. So go back to the sheet. Click on something that I'd like to place on the sheet. Drag it into position. Okay. And you can continue dragging content and generating more sheets as necessary. You can also edit aspects of the detailed views by clicking on them and clicking on Activate View. That will allow you to move components and make other editing changes. Once you're done making those changes, if you right-click, you can deactivate the view, and then you're back in the sheet.